everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Magical Jill, and today we are talking about Sailor Moon, specifically the Super Live! Yay!
Well, but Jill, I can't afford to see the Super Live. It's nowhere near my city, and they didn't even play it in my country, actually. Well, this wasn't fair. I thought it was an American tour and a UK tour. They never showed it near me.
Well, good thing for you, they're posting it on YouTube for a limited time.
But we already missed one of them.
Well, we missed the UK one, but to be fair, who cares about England?
Okay, the UK one's great.
I'm just kidding.
The cast in the UK is great. So, we're going to break this down really quick. Kind of a shorter video, but where did we get this information, Jill?
Well, that's a very good question. So, Ochiba Wolf, who is one of my fellow YouTubers and a very nice person and so wonderful, she actually has a website where she posted all of the information about this. So, the UK one was from August 1st through 3rd, and if you didn't catch that, that's okay because the North American tour is going to be airing August 8th through 10th. And then it will be privated. Right now, the UK one is already privated.
So we're going to talk about this for a couple minutes and why it matters and basically where exactly you can find it. But we do have a question of the day for you today, which is there a arc that you would want to see adapted or readapted, even if it already was at some point? Because there actually have been a lot of live shows in this Sailor Moon continuity, you know, this Super Live continuity where they've kind of restarted. And I would say not dumbed it down, but kind of like streamlined it for a international and Japanese audience both to enjoy.
I think they made it really well done for both languages to understand without the language barrier being an issue.
Yeah.
And I would love to see in this style, especially the American version of the, cast who did this, because I absolutely love them. I would love to see possibly like Sailor Moon R, the next arc, and then the next arc after that. Honestly, I just want to see it all, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But I want to see like the manga version, not the anime version, obviously, because that's what they did before the manga version. So,
right, no, that makes sense. So you not really Sailor Moon R then, you basically just want to see Sailor Moon book, it's like 4 and on.
Yeah, something like that. Like the arc where Chibiusa shows up.
Either way, I think you could do something really interesting with it. But like,
I think it'd be really exciting.
Jill, why does this matter? I mean, a lot of people already got to see it, and it's going away. So what's the big deal? So
the big deal is that a lot of people who weren't able to go see this tour live are actually going to be able to sit down and watch it on their TV with a really decent recording of it, which is really exciting. And it makes me really sad that this is super temporary and that they're just going to, like, take it away, Like, unless somebody, which they shouldn't probably do, or at least I shouldn't endorse it, unless somebody downloaded it illegally and then posted it somewhere else, you wouldn't be able to watch this anymore after they take it down.
Yeah, the way it works, too, is I don't know... international law is more strict. So Japan is much more strict with copyright and all this stuff, and they don't really have very good protections for fair use, in my opinion. Personally, I think that's something that should be rectified in their law. In the US, we can show you snippets of this. Like, we probably showed you a couple snippets here that we recorded of the US version, or even maybe a couple snippets of the UK version from when it was up. Those things can be shown to you if they're transformative. Like, if there's a point to it, fair use law protects that in the US.
But even then, I can't post, like, all of the long-form videos of it.
If we took the whole thing and re-uploaded it for you, if it was legal, I would do that right now. Technically, though, that would be copyright infringement of their thing. So there's a weird moral thing where it's like, I believe all media should be preserved. Like artistic media, not like snuff films or something crazy, but like artistic media that people make. But at the same time, copyright law gets in the way of this, so unless they later on sell this on Blu-ray or DVD, this is like your shot to see it, or to, hypothetically, preserve it for yourself. Say with something like the 4K video downloader, or something out there that you could maybe use that we, because of terms of service, are not telling you to do.
I think this is really exciting because I had people in my Instagram DMs actually asking me if I could post those videos that I took that I wasn't supposed to take at the Super Live because people wanted to see it that weren't able to. And I basically just didn't answer because it's like, I don't know what to say because I'm not allowed to do that, Right. So I hope that those people go see this and watch on YouTube the whole thing, because like it's free, it's able to be shown to everyone, which is really exciting. I just wish they were keeping it on YouTube.
Yeah, and I think too, like, actually I watched some of the UK performance already. I didn't have time to watch the whole thing. The video angles they got of that are far better than what most people in the crowd would have gotten unless they were ground floor in the first 10 rows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're getting up closes, you know, like close-up shots of like Usagi and Mamoru. They're getting, you know, things happening on stage. It's not just a wide aerial view.
Mm-hmm.
And there was only a very short portion at the end where they allowed you to record.
Yes.
You have glasses that will record things that happen in real life, which is partially for like a protection thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because of how our world is and people not believing people when something bad happens to them. So for you, you know, like there were a couple of video snippets from even earlier in the show, I believe, that we have. We didn't record the whole show or anything like that, and we never re-uploaded it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a couple because we were like, okay, well, this is our only chance to ever see this. We had to save up a ton of money. We had to go kind of far away from where we live. You know, we had to, it was expensive.
It was very expensive, and we still didn't have the best seats.
No, and so like a lot of people, they did not have the opportunity to see this. Maybe it was in a different country, maybe it was in a different state.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it was just too much freaking money.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately a big problem right now with all entertainment, I think, outside of your house, is everything's too much money. So it's like, I think this is going to matter a lot to those people. And like I said, hypothetically, you know, if you want this for yourself to see in the future, this is pretty much the only chance that we know of, unless there is a Blu-ray copy released.
Yeah, it's extremely exciting, and I really hope that there's a Blu-ray copy released, because they have done that in the past for previous live tours that they've done.
But only certain ones. I know Riko was in one of them. That was her name, right?
Riko Tanaka? Yes.
Who played Sailor Moon in this. She was in at least one or two of the ones that end up on Blu-ray, but like some of the cast I think wasn't, and some of the shows have never been fully sold.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because I think that this one, specifically this Super Live Tour, from all of the ones that I have seen, I haven't seen any others personally, but I've watched some of them online.
You watch clips and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I think this Super Live Tour was the best.
Mm-hmm.
I have loved it so much. I absolutely loved Riko's performance as Usagi. And I am so excited to be able to watch it again when it goes up on YouTube. Again, that's August 8th through 10th. That the North American tour is going to be shown on YouTube, and then they are going to private it, so you're not going to be able to watch it anymore after that.
And it's on the Sailor Moon official YouTube channel, so there's a lot of fake YouTube channels. We will link to what their official channel is, so you can keep an eye out for that. You know, obviously... We'll
also link to Ochiba Wolf's website with all the information on it.
Yeah, shout out to Brooke, Ochiba Wolf. She's great. She's a sweetheart, and she's been a nice friend of the channel, and she comments on some of our stuff. We comment on some of her stuff. She's just very sweet, you know, so great person. I don't know, Jill, I don't want to talk over you. Is there anything else you think about this? Because for me, I think the main thing is just, I'm glad that this is being, like, people get a chance to see it, at the very least even once, who couldn't afford to go. Not because of like oh, you're poor, LOL, but because like the economy sucks. A lot of people were in positions where it wasn't anywhere near them. Like, I know it's a live show, so you can't play in every town everywhere, but there were a lot of people in what I would call unfair circumstances, and that's life, who were just fans of Sailor Moon who just couldn't see this.
I have a couple things to say about it. I think that, it's really exciting that people are going to be able to watch this. I think it's a shame that they're taking it down, but I think the reason that they are taking it down is so that they can possibly do the tour again. You know, do this like Super Live Tour again, go around to like different places, you know, and be able to market that, because then like people wouldn't want to buy it if they could just watch it for free on YouTube, right?
Right.
Unless they were big fans.
So you're
like
saying
me.
like you might get a home release, or you might get another round of a tour in the future.
Like we might get something else that we have to pay for to see this. So they're probably not going to keep the free version up because of that.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I think anyway. Otherwise they would have no reason to take the free version down.
It's a very weird place where you have the crossover of the ideas of like, we want media preservation, but then the companies, obviously not the actresses or anything, but the companies see it as a product.
Yeah, they want money.
They want to be able to sell.
Yeah.
And so it's a very weird thing where it's like it's a piece of art that's being sold, and then it's not preserved well, unless in the future it ends up being. So that's why it matters to me, is just the media preservation. I never expected the show to be this good.
I was really happy that the show was so amazing. I'm really happy that there is a recording of it out there that is in high quality, that is out there. Because as soon as they post it on YouTube, I mean, you gotta be honest, somebody's gonna keep it. Somebody's gonna download it.
It's gonna get mirrored, it's gonna get shared. You just kind of have to look for it if you want to find it.
It's gonna be out there forever. I mean, everything you post on the internet is technically out there forever, as they say in, like, school.
Right.
Remember in, like, those computer safety classes?
Until someone bullies you and then they delete it and you can never get it back or something.
Yeah, that's the only time that happens.
That's the only time things aren't forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's important, so I hope people check it out. The show, by all rights and purposes, had no right being as good as it was. I mean, like, you're trying to recreate a magical manga and anime series with real people.
And they made it magical. They really made it magical.
And without special effects, like post-processing CGI or anything.
No,
you know,
yeah.
if you're able to do that, that's crazy. It was crazy.
They used, like, images and ribbons and, like, lights. And, oh my gosh, it was incredible.
It was like going to a carnival show.
It was, and I loved it. And I'm so excited for you guys to experience it. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you check out Ochiba Wolf's website. And also, I have a lot of other things where you can help support this channel. Specifically, I have a shop called CosmoBunny.shop where I make some really awesome stuff. So I make resin products that are made out of recycled comic books and recycled manga that are being thrown away by local stores. And what I do is I will turn them into coasters, I'll turn them into trays, keychains, you know, transformative artwork, which I think is really fun and exciting. So I hope you guys go check that out and use code SAILOR for 10% off of your purchase.
Yeah, I mean, it's great, transformative way to keep art alive, and we appreciate all of you supporting this channel. So thank you very much, and check out the Super Live.
Yeah, and I hope you like and subscribe and check out some of my other Sailor Moon videos, and there will be more in the future. Bye!
Bye!